morning, everybody. My name is Colleen Light, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My website is Cards by Coco, and I'm so happy you can join me this Saturday morning for the first installment of my scrapbooking. I'm going to do a scrapbook page a month, maybe a little bit more. We'll see what the interaction is, but right now we're going to start with the month. So this is, I used to scrapbook all the time. And I haven't done it in years and years and years, so I figure we could do it together, and maybe you all could help me as we go along. We're going to be using the He's the Man from Stampin' Up. We're going, oh, good morning, Tammy. We're going to be using the He's the Man Sweet Collection. The dies, the cutouts that come with this are amazing, so I don't know how much actual stamping we'll be doing, but I think it's going to be a fun page. So let me rotate you around. I'm going to show you the supplies I'm using today. I'll bring you up on my laptop so I can see comments, and we'll just go for there. So let me, sorry about that. Oh, I'm trying to bring Siri up. You know, I do that so often. I don't know why I press that button. Anyway, so my husband, who is supposed to be at work today, or that was the original plan, is not, and he's home. So I did not get to do a trial run getting things set up or whatnot, so let me know if we're in screen or not, and I'll bring you up on the laptop. Anyway, while I'm bringing you up on the laptop, let me show you in the catalog exactly the one I am talking about, because this suite really is amazing, and Stampin' Up! Is more... you can use it for so much more than cards. I've seen people make home decor with it, which is amazing, and they frame it, and it always looks so beautiful. And I have not done that yet. But I think it's also a wonderful, wonderful products because of the color coordination for scrapbooking. Oh, I think we're a little off kilter here. Close your eyes real quick, everybody. Let me see what I can do. There we go. So it's in our annual catalog, and it's on page 78. So let's look at all the goodness that comes in this. And let me bring up my website and bring you guys up, and we will see how things go today. Are we in screen enough? I can't really tell. Anyway, I'm going to tape this down because my paper seems to want to move everywhere all the time. So I'm going to tape it down, try and make it look as even as possible. Like I said, I didn't get my trial run this morning between the puppy and the husband. Anyway, you all know how that is, right? So I think it looks crooked to me, but maybe a little bit straighter on screen there. Anyway, and I'm going to tape that down. So page 78. Also, before we get started, too much, I want to show you where the 12 by 12 paper is hidden. And I say hidden because I actually had to look for it. So for your basics cardstock that comes in basic white and very vanilla, it's actually on page 140. And it's this little strip right here. You'll see it says 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11 thick cardstock. And right here is the 12 by 12 cardstock. It's $8.25 each for 12 sheets. I'm going to show you both the basic white and the very vanilla. I'm going to be using the very vanilla today because I'm using the He's the Man, and I think it matches better. But here it is, just tucked up in this little corner. So really look at your catalog because there's always hidden gems. Check those corners, check the nooks and crannies, and on down the line. So that's where you'll find this cardstock. And it did take me a minute to find it. One more thing to show you, just because I'm super excited and I can't show you the inside, but, and then we're going to get to scrapbooking. But look what came in the mail for me. That's right, we have a new mini catalog and a celebration promotion starting in July. So I love celebration, and I so much want to show you what's in here because there's fabulous things. If you don't have a catalog or you're not working with a demonstrator, just shout out a message. You can leave it on this thread. You can, whatever you want to do. Oh, good morning, Susie and Mary Ellen. Thank you. So, oh, and Basic Black is coming in the new holiday catalog. Thanks, Tammy. I haven't had a chance to look too much. So, let me show you. I'm going to be using the Very Vanilla. And you can see mine is well loved. And the reason why is I just think it matches the designer series paper a little bit better. And I have one packet open here. So this is pretty well loved, and because I just really have been enjoying this set. But I have a brand new one just in case we need it. And this is what your basic white, same color as the standard card size. And you get 12 sheets in that. Anyway, I wasn't sure exactly what layout I was going to use. My husband is a car guy, so I'm going to be using this piece, and I wasn't sure I had enough, but I think I will. I don't even know what this is cut at. I'm going to look here. Let me get out my handy ruler. So we know it's 12 inches, right? And what do I have it here? I'm using up my scraps. Honestly, I have just, that is a nice, I mean, I think scrapbooking is just named appropriately. You get to use up your scraps. So it looks like it's just a hair under 5 inches, but you could make it however you wanted. And I think my layout is going to go like this. So I'm doing a Father's Day one. Oh, you know, look, this has a little crease here. This is a bit older. So we're just going to cover it up. This is how I roll, people. This is how I roll. It's like, oh, let's hide things and not waste things. So I made some templates. So this is 4 1/8 by 6 1/8 because I think I want to do one picture here. No, I think I wanted to go like this. I think I wanted to do 1, 2, and then I'm going to do a smaller one here. So anyway, all of the kids will be home for Father's Day. Super excited about that. So I think we're finally going to get some pictures. And also I have a daughter getting married in July. So we'll also have family pictures done then. So in July, the theme for my scrapbooking will be, it will be wedding theme. So I'm pretty happy about that. You know, I'm wandering around looking for my seal that I actually put in a safe place so I would not misplace it. So talk amongst yourselves while I search for this. I bought the refill and everything. My goodness, where could it have gone? I had everything set and organized. Is it in the camera? Sometimes I have things in the camera there, and I'm the only one who doesn't see it. Well, you know what? I would prefer to use seal, but I don't think I want to keep everybody waiting. Let me see if I can find my really strong one. Must be tucked in here somewhere. Let's take a peek here. Maybe it's in the other drawer. Sorry, guys. Every time I open the drawer, you know what'll happen? I will find it. Oh, here's the old case. So this is an old case, and here's a refill. So you can watch me do it, and you can see it's got some glue on the outside. I should have cleaned that up, but I didn't think I was going to be using it, so I wasn't too worried. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to pop this in here, and this is how you refill things, right? Just goes in. Oh, let me see if I can get it. Look, I'm even going to make this complicated today. For crying out loud. Let's see here. There we go. Turn it around the other way. Have you ever had those Saturday mornings? It's my husband being home. He's completely thrown me off my game. I wasn't expecting him to be home today. Oh, let's see here. All right. I think I got it now. Ta-da! I did. All right. So I'm going to put this piece here. But I want a pocket because I'm going to be putting some of these fabulous cutouts, which I'm going to show you here in a second, in and around, and I want places to tuck things. So I'm going to go on the edge here. Let's get this started. I'm going to go on the edge here and here and here. But I want to leave a pocket here on the edge because I think I'm going to want to slip some things in because I'm going to want the kids to journal on this while they're here. So I say kids, but my oldest is 37. So I guess to the rest of the world, she's an adult, right? Anyway, So lining up your edges, and I'm not going to press too hard quite yet because I can see where I missed that just a, well, you know what, we're going to roll with it, and we're just going to cover that up on top. And I'm going to show you what, because it's a little off border, so I am going to cover that up and show you how I'm going to do that. So here's all my parts and pieces, and you get 2 full sheets of these. And I pulled out the ones I thought I would want, and I stored the rest in one of our clear envelopes. Let me pull this out so you can see the whole thing, because these are just amazing. And again, I kind of feel like they were designed for scrapbooking in mind. So you get 2 sheets of these. So just great, like if you have somebody who's a barbecue fan. I love this piece here, the little torn notebook piece. Love that. I'm going to pull that out. We have arrows, we have buses, just a little bit of everything here. So I think that this is going to be fun. But because this edge is a little uneven, you can see, which is not necessarily unusual for me, I'm going to tack this piece up here so the kids can write a note, and you're never going to know that that was a little uneven. So those of you who follow me any length of time, you know that that is just kind of how I am. It's like, well, sometimes things line up perfectly and sometimes they don't, and that's just all there is to it. So anyway, if we get enough interest, if I have enough interest, I'm going to start every month, just because that fits into my schedule. And I'm going to start it on Facebook Live. But if everybody is kind of interested, I'm happy to get a Zoom site, and we can do scrapbooking together on Saturday mornings. I always like to meet new people, and I love to craft with other people. I live rurally, so sometimes I don't get into town as much as I would like. So look at that. Now the kids can jot a note up there. It's kind of securing that pocket a little bit. Perfect, right? So I like the early espresso color in here. And so I pulled out some early espresso cardstock. But here's some patterned paper if you wanted to use that behind your pictures, which I think is a kind of a cute idea. I think for this one though, because this piece here has a pattern on it, I think I'm going to use my early espresso. And I think that we're just going to cut that into, hang on, grabbing my paper trimmer. I think we're going to use, cut that into 4 1/8 by 6 1/8 pieces. Because I want it a little bit larger. And I want to put 3 on this, 3 on this. I think I want to do 6 1/8 here. Let's see. Yep. I think I'm going to go like this. And then we're going to do 4 1/8. Because I'm going to be doing a couple of 4 by 6 photos. And I think I want to lay it out like this. Now, I'm not entirely sure yet. We're going to do the layout. Like I said, I used to scrapbook when my kids were little. And then when they all graduated from high school, I went ahead and made them all scrapbooks for their graduation that had their like entire school career in it. So that was kind of fun. But I haven't done anything else in a while. So this does not look like much yet, but we're going to get there. And then I showed on one of my videos last time these templates I made. So I know I want to do something here, but I'm not sure what size. Oh, I think that 4 1/2 by 3 1/4 might work well. I think the 5, oh, that actually looks a little bit better. I don't know, what do you guys think? The smaller one there, the 4 1/2 by 3 1/4, or the 5 by 3 3/4? What do you think works better? Does anybody know? Oh, I didn't know your niece was getting married, Tammy. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I like the pattern as a larger mat too. So what do you think? Do we want to do the 5 3/4 or the 4 1/2? I am kind of undecided here. I think I might do the bigger one. I think that might work better. And I think I'm going to use that patterned paper for this one. Let's see here. I think I'll use the patterned paper for that one. So let's grab that out. And this is the one that has that fun design. And let's see if we have enough here. So we want 5 inches. Yep, perfect. 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I made those templates up a while ago when I was first starting stamping, because I was trying to figure out card layouts, and for whatever reason I just had a struggle with those fun folds and different card layouts and whatnot. So it was easier for me to play around with that. So I don't have the pictures yet. I mean, clearly, right? Because we haven't had our event yet. But I think this is going to be fun. And you want to leave room always for journaling, so you can put dates and different things on here. So I know I like this layout, and I can get some nice big pictures of the family and whatnot there. So this would be another fun journaling piece, which I could put down here. But I also really, really like this one here that I can put here in the corner. I really like that one, but I'm not sure the colors are exactly what I want there. So I kind of like this one, but I feel like it's just a hair. Actually, is it too, you know, I could put it down like that and just not adhere this corner. Yeah. And then the kids could journal on that piece. Or maybe put it over here. Oh, that's cute. We can put it like this. And just adhere this part. So this can lay over the pictures. And then we could tack it down afterwards. So far, I kind of like this layout. So we're going to tack this down. Just because I like this layout quite a bit. And again, I just think it's really important to leave room for your journaling. You really want to be able to get those special notes and sayings and whatnot to remember the date. If you're going to go through all the effort of scrapbooking, I think you need to, write everything down. It's a memory book. So I am not great at measuring. I am a big one just to eyeball. If you like everything perfectly aligned, I think you should measure it. So just for everyone watching, since I'm not a big measurer, I will measure it. So that's about 1.5 inches. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this close to 1.5 inches. So maybe come down a little bit more. So we're going to want it about there, which is a little bit more than, I guess, 1.5 inches. Let's see here. That I lined it up on that. So about 1.5 inches. Let's come 1.5 inches. I'm trying to be a little bit more fussy with my measurements because I am usually on the eyeballing. And I know that frustrates some people. But it just isn't. Okay. So there we go. And then our borders would look good. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Let me get out my ruler again. Line that up here. Line it up. And let's see here if I can do this. All right, so right there and there. You know, it's funny. I was a nurse for a long time where you have to be completely detail-oriented, right? I mean, details matter in nursing. But since I've stopped working, I'm very much always flying by the seat of my pants now. All right, scooch that down a little bit. How are we looking so far? What do y'all think? Oh, Susie, you don't measure either. That's good to know. So got a little smudge there, but again, it's going to be covered with a picture, so we're not going to worry about it. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball this one. By the time we get the goodies on, and again, it's a memory book. Oh, and look at the back side of this designer series paper. So we also have a camping trip scheduled. So I think August, we're going to be doing camping. So you'll be seeing a lot of this suite because it is actually one of my favorites, to be honest. I absolutely love it. And which is kind of funny because I'm not big on making masculine cards. I'm kind of a flowery person. Like, I love flowers, and you can probably hear it in my throat. We have a ton of flowers, and I have bad allergies. So, but I'm very much a flowery person. So there's this layout. How fun is this? Now we're gonna grab this piece here, and I am going to, I think I'm gonna tuck it that way. Do I want it this way? Maybe this way, so you'll read up. But I'm gonna, again, grab my seal. I'm gonna go back and forth, and I'm gonna keep my finger right here. So to make sure I only do underneath. I can always add a glue dot or a little bit to secure it after the fact. But for right now, I wanna leave those pockets so I can put my pictures underneath. So you can see that this is perfect. So when I get those pictures out, I can tuck it under. And if there's something really down here at the base that I need, I can always give this a little rough, you know, rough, like a tear, because that's in style right now. Like this one here is torn. I can always make it match up this edge here, up there. Are y'all getting what I'm trying to say? Anyway, so now for the fun part, since it's for my husband who is a big car guy, and you'll see that this car here, maybe I should get a different piece and not pick up that whole piece so you can see. Let me see here. So, is it in here? So you can kind of see right there. And I do like things to match. So the color is not an exact match, but look at that. It'll match this piece here. And so I think this will be fun to maybe tack this up here. I also have the Best Dad Award, which I think I'm going to tuck up here in the corner. Actually, so now this is the fun part, right? Now we are going to play around with our embellishments and what we have. I really like this You're a Classic. I think I'm going to pop that one right there. Put that one in the center. We have things here. I like the finger pointing, but I don't know what I want it to point to yet. So that might be something I add later. You know, this maybe You're the Best Dad might actually look pretty good down here, since the girl's going to be writing notes. Let me move this up. What do you think? Maybe down there? I think that's where I want that one. And again, I'm just going to do this part here in case, well, no, we can just put this whole one down because they'll just have to write around it, right? So let's just put a little bit of seal here. So I think this is just going to be a great hobby. And you know, if you have more pictures than what this will fit, they sell those sleeves that you can add, right? So, and this will also help keep this a little bit more secure. There we go there. How cute. And I really like this You're the Classic. And I'm just going to put it right down the middle so I can still tuck those pictures in. Right? So just right down the middle. And then I can tuck the pictures around it. See, I want to make sure I leave plenty of room since I don't have the pictures yet and I know the layout I want. So I'm kind of feeling like this is maybe a little blah up here. I don't know, like, do I want to do another journaling piece or do I want to put some more designer series paper up there? I have a cute piece here, and that's the back side of it to put something on. I just feel like that's kind of a little blah, but I think when we get the pictures on here, it might be okay. So what do you guys think? I need some opinions. I need some, oh, you know what? Let's stamp. let's stamp. That'll be fun. So let's do that. So I disappeared for half a second because I wanted to get the rustic metallic adhesive dots. I apologize for walking away. How about we stamp something? Since it's going to be Father's Day, how about wishing you a happy Father's Day? That would be kind of cute. We also have the happy birthday. No, I don't want happy birthday. It's not his birthday. How about wishing you a happy Father's Day? And we can put this up here. I do have a punch, so maybe we want to punch this out. Let me grab some scraps of my basic white here. And let's give this a quick stamp in the early espresso. And I think that might fill that in that corner there. What do you think? I mean, I think that's not a half bad idea. I'm going to do it on a piece. Oh, do I want the Whisper White? I don't think I do. I think I want to use the scrap of the Very Vanilla and make it match. And this really is. Oh, that's the one I was using there. Let me get a different scrap. So let's get this out. I have scraps of paper everywhere. I do not throw a bunch away. So I have scraps of paper everywhere. I'll show you how I store them. I store them in a bin, and I just keep them in freezer bags. So you can tell I live fancy, don't I? All right, wishing you a happy Father's Day. Perfect. Let's do it this way because I'm going to be using a punch. So let's go like this. All right, it's a little uneven, but it doesn't matter. Again, because I am using a punch. So let me grab my punch out here and tell you what the name of this one is. This punch is the double oval punch. Oh, I don't know that it's going to fit this. Will it? Will it? Will it? Will it? I may have to cut it out with a die. Nope. I am going to. It barely fits the big one. I thought it would fit. So, let's punch it. And we're just going to change the design a little bit. We're not going to be too fussy. My husband loves anything that we do for him. So, I don't really have to worry too much about the perfection thing. And we'll go like this. Look at this mess. I think it was Susie who's watching coined last week for me my craftastrophe or my craft. I forget exactly what she said, but it totally summed me up. So I want a little bit more of a halo. I'm going to take this on my paper trimmer and I'm going to do my best to get it centered. The nice thing about my husband being home is he has the puppy, so Lucy is occupied right now. And let's cut that in half. And then I think we're going to throw a little twine behind this, and that'll kind of dress up that corner. See, by doing that, we can kind of give that border effect. So even if you think your punches are maybe just a hair small, they're really kind of easy to manipulate, and I think I'm going to use this liquid glue on the edge. And to make them work for your project, this is a silicone mat. I was afraid I was going to get some glue on my paper, and I don't want to ruin my page. So the nice thing about the silicone mat is even if you get adhesive on it, it will not stick to it. You can just rub it off. You just take your finger and you go like that, and the adhesive ends up coming off. All right, so let's line this up here and get that going. Oh, how cute is that? So I do really like that piece. Well, I don't know if I'm going to become the scrapbooking person or, I love making my cards, but, oh shoot, I put that on the wrong side. Did I? I did. Not a problem. We're just gonna take the finger, wipe it off. Nobody's going to see it. It's going to be on the back side. Anyway, 2 sides to every piece of paper. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I think the scrapbooking thing might be kind of addicting to me. This is fun. All right, let me wipe off my fingers a little bit. I don't want to get glue everywhere. So there we go. Kind of. There, I had a baby wipe off to the side. So what do you guys think about this? Oh, where'd it go? It's scooched up. Huh. Well, let's try that again. Nice thing about the liquid adhesive is it does give you some play as you wiggle things around. Oh, for heaven's sakes, let's see here. We may have to redo this one, but maybe not. I think it's gonna work. I think it will. Ta-da! All right, so we want to get now our basic twine. I love, love, love this Essentials pack. Look at this. So this is the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And I thought this matched this set just beautifully. So since it's for my husband and he's not fancy, there we go. I'm going to take this, let me turn it over though. And I'm just going to give a couple of little lines there and I'm going to wrap the twine on this, but I'm not going to do fancy bows or anything. I'm just going to go like this and kind of loop it around a few times, probably 3. Let's look at this from the front. Let's tuck that piece up. I don't want that to show. And let's bring one of these down just a little bit more. There we go. Looks a sight on the back. Doesn't it look a mess on the back? But it's going to look so good on the front. All right, and I want to tuck this tail off too. So it's just enough, oh shoot. It's just enough to bring a little interest, but it's not enough to say, oh, look at that pretty bow. So let's do this. Perfect. Oh, you know, it's not perfect. I don't like that. We're going to flip it this way. I think I want to go the long way. There. Sometimes you just have to play around until you get what you want. And there may be a little adhesive on this twine, but I'm also going to tell you that nobody is going to notice. Not a person is going to notice and say, oh, did you see that? There we go. Perfect. Yep, I like that better. And I'm going to just pop that up on some dimensionals. It'll still fit in your scrapbook. So let's do that. And this will also secure that twine. You move things out of the way. It looks such a sight here. Let me just kick things out of the way there, get back in screen, and show you how I'm going to do these dimensionals. So I hope you are all having a nice Saturday morning. I think Tammy, who's watching and is one of my dear friends, told me we're in for what they're calling an atmospheric river. So I'm going to take it. We are in for a ton of rain, which is really saying something when you live in Southwest Washington, because we always have rain. Oh, doesn't that look cute? Look at that. Isn't that just darling? I'm really happy that I thought about putting that little sentiment up there. So wishing you a happy Father's Day. We've got this. I need to get my car out that I wanted to use. And then I think this page is just about done. So hard to get the 12 by 12s in screen all the time. And I know I will pop all of these ones out to keep in the envelope too, so they just don't become all wrinkled and whatnot. So we have our journaling areas at the top, top and the bottom. We have our Father's Day sentiment there. You know, I don't know that I'm going to use that card. I don't really like the colors like that. I know it matches that, but I'm just not all that crazy about it. I think I'm going to add a looking sharp instead, right there. You know, actually, I'm happy with it the way it is. I think the term atmospheric river is dramatized. How do you say that? Dramatizing it too. I don't know. Do you think we need anything else? What do you think? Should I put that car on here? This is why we're doing this together. I need some help. I'm new to this. Newer. I've done it years ago, but I'm a little bit newer. Do we need another journaling spot? Do we need the car someplace? Would it look cute maybe in there? I kind of feel like it's facing the wrong direction for what I'm doing. We have a ton of other things to choose from here. We've got the, I've got the best dad down there. Oh, how about hope your day is a grand adventure? That might be kind of cute with everybody in it. How about that one? But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do we need anything else or no? Oh, so it didn't match yours either. Leave it as is and then add if needed once the pics are on. Maybe put the car in the... See, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think everyone's right. I think this is going to look really good when I have the pictures on here. And it will also leave some room, if we need more, for people to jot a note, which I think will fill in the blank spaces. So I'm happy with this one the way it is. So if we can get enough people that want to scrapbook on Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, I am more than happy to do a Zoom and we can do this together. Although I felt like we did it together too because you all have been so incredibly helpful. So Stampin' Up, not just for cards only. Use these beautiful products. So much of our DSP comes in 12 by 12s. Some of it will come in the 6-inch by 6-inch, but so much of it comes in the 12-inch by 12-inch. Use your designer series paper and create a memory book for yourself and your family. It's a great way to use up, even if you have retired designer series paper. We all don't want to cut it, and we have stacks and stacks and stacks, but use it up. So I'm really excited. I'm going to go get my scrapbook today, and I'm going to get the, for the extra pictures, you know, you can get the picture holder things, and I am going to start. This is going to be my very first one, and I'm so happy you all came along with me to help me create the first one. I'll check out July's date. I have to see where the 4th of July falls. And again, my daughter gets married in July, and I have the beautiful basic white paper, and I bought beautiful designer series paper that's in the new catalog. And we're gonna make a wedding page for next time. So this took a while, so I'm not gonna keep you any longer. But I also, for the other part of this, since you know they open up into two, I'm going to be using this camping paper. So when it lays, it'll look like this, and then it'll have the camping one on the other side. And I'll post that whenever I get it done. Anyway, thank you all so much. I will see you next month for another scrapbook page. And I hope you give this a try. If you do, please, please, please share it on this thread. I love to see what everybody is doing. I just really enjoy it. So thank you so much, and I will see you not next Thursday. Next week, I'm actually on vacation. I'll be hooping it up with my girlfriends. Friend of mine's turning 60, and I'll be hooping it up at Universal Studios. So I'll see you in a week after that, and we'll make some cards, and I'll show you some more Stampin' Up! Products. Have a great weekend. Thank you.